Y'all, this young lady right here said, renting is not the same as owning a home.
Huh?
Stop that lying. Stop lying to people. Stop lying to them. The cost, the risk, and the responsibilities are completely different.
Whoa.
Stop that lying. Getting people into debt. Stop it. Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. Thank you so very much. Boy, do I have some videos for you guys today. How many of you are homeowners? Put it on down there in the comment section. How many of you prefer to rent? Put that down there too. How many of you want a home but you cannot afford to buy one? Put it on down there in the comment section. Put it on down there. And how many of you don't like the headaches of buying a home or living in a home? How many of you don't like it? Put it on down there in the comment section. I used to own a home, y'all. And when I bought my house, I was so happy. I was happy. I've owned 2 houses in my lifetime with my husband's. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. It's good until you start having things happening within the house that you gotta fix. Even though you got insurance, you still gotta fix the little things that's in the house, unless you got a warranty now. Back then, I don't remember way back when if they had warranties for houses. I'm talking about back there in the 80s. I don't know. Maybe they did, and I just didn't know about it, okay? Now, the videos I'm gonna play for you today, they're going to show you renting versus home ownerships. They're going to show you the cons and the pros of it. And some of you are going to be like, I totally agree. I totally agree. But me, myself, I'm going to say this, okay? If you know that you cannot afford to buy a house, I'm saying with your income, because houses cost money, y'all. Even once you buy the house and you move in it, it costs money for repairs. Things are going to break. You're going to be upset. It may be your roof. It may be your hot water heater. It may be your heating and air. Or it may be some type of damage, plumbing. That stuff is expensive, especially now to get fixed. If you're not a person who can save money, put money away for when something happens, then you don't need a house. I'm just saying. And if you can barely pay the mortgage and barely pay the rent now, if you're renting, you can barely pay it and you're suffering every month because you don't have enough money to do nothing else, then you don't need a house. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to be honest, all right? But I want you to listen to what this young lady says and these other people, all right? Because they're telling the truth. They're telling the truth. Nobody's trying to stop you from owning a house. You just got to be smart about it. You just have to be smart. It's good sometimes to own a house and sometimes it's not. It's according to really the age that you are. I want a house, don't get me wrong. I thought about buying it, but I thought about the repairs and other stuff. Me living by myself in a house, I thought about it. I really did. I want a house so bad because I hate apartment living. I don't like it. I don't like when people want to come in my apartment and do inspections. Why? Is it because I'm in a seniors building? Is that why? I pay market rent. I don't like that. But hey, when you move into someone else's place that you're renting, you have got to abide by the rules and requirements. That I do know. I may not like it, but I'm still here. I'm still here, all right? Moving right along. Don't get me wrong, I can go stay with relatives, but I like my own peace and sanity. Okay? I like it. It feels good. All right, with all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Do that for me. And I want to thank the people that watched the whole entire video. You people are awesome. You really are. I really do appreciate it because you don't have to. I just want you to watch me like I'm your favorite TV program. I know I get a little long-winded sometimes, but you know what? The longer videos help me somehow, some way in the algorithm. I have no idea why. Okay. But I thank the people who stay here till the end. I appreciate it. I really do. And I thank you for the PayPal, the Cash App, to buy me a coffee. And the super thanks. I appreciate the gifts. I really do. And I know everybody cannot afford to sponsor or bless my channel. I know that. And that's okay. Just like I said, just watch the whole video. When you do that, that helps me out a whole lot. It really does. And I know everybody cannot buy my soap. I know this. I know it. Y'all, look at this. This is the packaging. This is Vanilla Rose right here, okay? Oh, God, I'm telling you, y'all, that smells so good. Egyptian Amber. This is a new fragrance that I have. Whew, smells wonderful, y'all. I'm not joking. You think I'm just saying that because it's my soap? Nope. This was my #1 seller right here. Honeysuckle Jasmine. Y'all bought the hell out of this. Y'all really did. But I'm telling you, it's really good. It's really good. Ooh, sorry about that, y'all. I'm not just saying it. Come on, girl, move on with the video now. We want to see. Should we be buying a house or should we not? Some of y'all ain't going to listen anyway. You're going to do what you want to do. So, hey, all right. Let me move on to the first video. Oh, I forgot to say. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot to tell you about soap. All right. April the 10th. Y'all know that, right? My prices are not the same because oils have went up. They have went up. I can understand if you cannot afford to buy my soap. I can. I won't get mad. I won't. I really won't. But I'm just telling y'all, it went up, and when it goes up, that's why I keep telling y'all about the economy. Y'all keep saying tax the rich, tax the rich. When y'all do that, stuff goes up. And then you know what's going on with this Iran war and stuff like that. You know, gas, oil, and all that stuff like that. You know, it's hard to find some of the oils. I'm having a rough time, and I have to pay for it. I just have to pay for what they cost. I can't help that. I can't help it. So when that happens, I have to add it to the price of the soap. I just have to. With all that being said, let's move right along. I just had to tell y'all that because I know some of y'all waiting on that soap. Here we go. Renting is not what you think.
And can we stop telling people that if they can afford to pay rent, they can afford to be homeowners? Because that's a damn lie. Everybody is not financially responsible enough to own a home, and we know this. When you are in a rental and you pay your rent, whatever goes on within that structure is your landlord's problem and not yours. When you are the homeowner, whatever goes on within that structure is your problem.
She ain't lying. It's your problem. It's yours. I know y'all be happy to move into the house. I know. But you never plan for the worst. That's the problem. People don't plan for the worst, even when it comes to other things. That's why I keep telling y'all, you need a savings. You need something or an investment, but I don't invest, y'all, because to me, that's just like gambling. I don't do that. But y'all need something other than just your income. Well, Sandfay, girl, I don't make enough for savings. I don't make enough. That's why I said you need a side hustle. You need to do something on the side. If it ain't just babysitting, pet sitting, doing something and saving that money. But you got to do something. You're just going to sit back and cry all the time when something happens and you ain't got no money? And sometimes, y'all, it's all in who you know. If you need a plumber, ask someone in the family. Maybe someone in your family is a plumber. Or maybe they know somebody who knows somebody who can give you a deep discount. I'm just saying, there's always solutions to a problem, y'all. Always. Move right along.
And sometimes these problems can be hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Me and my husband have only owned new homes, and shit even goes on inside of them. And not major issues, but building error. Shit that you are going to be responsible for, especially when the home is no longer under warranty.
Ooh.
Renting and owning will never be the equivalent. Yes, you probably can afford to make your monthly rental payment, but before buying a home, you got to make sure that you can not only afford that mortgage and any other thing that just pops up, because the shit just randomly pops up. So yeah, it's not the same.
She right. She is right. It just randomly pops up. Even in a new home, just randomly pops up. You like, what the hell? I've been in this house less than a year. Well, as long as it's under warranty, like she said, then hey, you good. But as soon as that warranty's gone, some people buy extended warranties, But I'm just telling you, it costs money to own a house. And you may say, well, I ain't had no problems. I've been in my house 3 years, 4 years, 5. But it's coming, damn it. It's coming. You don't think it's coming? It's coming. Sooner or later, it's coming. Something's going to break down. It's going to be something major. Now, the small things, that's okay. But man, electricians cost a whole lot of money. Plumbing costs a whole lot of money. When stuff break down, roof, you better have some insurance. You better. I'm just saying. Moving right along, here's the next video. Renting versus home ownership. Listen and pay attention.
Renting might actually be smarter than owning a home. Everybody loves to say you're wasting money if you rent. But
let me tell you something. I just had to cut him off just for a second, y'all. People rent because they don't want the headache. That's why they rent. And sometimes people rent because they can't afford it. They just can't save up enough money for a down payment. They just can't do it. Now, I know they do have some down payment assistance programs, okay? And that's fine. I like that if it's going to help people, Y'all think I don't like people to be helped. I do. I like people to be helped. But do you need help all the time? Do you need help your whole entire life? That's what I don't like right there. That's what I don't like. If you got to have help your whole entire life, you can't do nothing on your own. Now, renting is good. But sometimes it can be bad. I don't like the fact that, when you're renting, something breaks down. You put in your maintenance order. It's going to take a minute for them to do it. It's going to take a minute. Why? Why does it take a minute? You know why? Think about it. He's got other people he got to do before you called in. He's got other things to fix. Some may be major, some may not be. Like a toilet stopped up, that's major. Okay? Plumbing don't work, that's major. If it's hot outside, real hot, and your air condition don't work, that's going to be major. But if it's not major, you ain't going to see him for a minute. I'm just saying. Move right along.
let's be honest. Freedom doesn't always come with a mortgage. When you rent, you're not tied down. If the roof leaks, not your problem. Furnace breaks, not your bill. You don't have to replace the fridge, fix the plumbing, or even cut the grass on the weekend. Chill. Just live your life, pay your rent, and move when you want to.
You talking about that grass getting cut. Have you seen some of your neighbors' yards? Have you seen what it look like? Do that person seem like they should have owned a home, should have bought a home? Yard is never cut. Yard is never manicured. Yard never looks good. And when they do cut the grass, they leave grass everywhere, all in the streets. They don't even line it up. You know what I'm talking about. What do you call it when they line the grass up? You know what I'm talking about. I don't do yards, so I don't know. They don't line it up to make it look pretty, so grass won't be hanging over the driveway and stuff like that. That weed eater, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Some people just don't care. Why you buy a house and you're not going to care about it? You don't want it to look good, at least on the outside. We don't give a damn about the inside, what you're doing inside of there. We care about the outside. The neighbors care about the outside of your house. Okay? I'm telling you, y'all, if someone is nasty in an apartment, you can guarantee they're going to be nasty when they buy a house. They ain't going to cut no grass. They ain't going to do it. They ain't going to paint no house. They ain't going to do it. A lot of them going to have junk in the yard. And you're going to have to be calling. When I lived in Clayton County, it was called Clayton County Beautiful. If it's something you don't like in your neighborhood, they come and give them a warning. And if they don't fix it, they may give them another warning. And after that, if you don't, then you got to go to court. And then you're going to be charged. Fix your gutters. Gutters just hanging all off the house. I'm just telling y'all. I know a lot of people don't like, what they call that? When you have to pay yearly. What is that called? Not home ownership. What is it called? Man, I'm just getting brain farts today. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When you have to pay every year, once a year, and they see things going on in your house, in your yard. You got too many cars in the yard, or you paint your house the wrong way. They're going to fine you. And if you don't pay that fine, what are they going to do? They're going to put a lien on your house. Oh, yeah, they do that. They do it. I forgot what it's called. Put it in the comment section. Moving right along.
Renting gives you flexibility. No 30-year contract, no surprise, repair costs, no property taxes that follow you forever. You can chase opportunity, relocate, and live the life. Mm-hmm. Now, owning, that's a different kind of pride. You can build equity. You can remodel, borrow against your value. And this is all good, but
let me tell y'all something. I know somebody who borrowed against the value of their house and only had 2 years left to pay for it. 2 years left. They couldn't wait 2 years so they can own the home outright. No more mortgage payment, just got to pay property taxes. They couldn't wait. They could have had more money in their pockets. Just to do a remodel. Well, I'm just telling y'all, some of y'all just don't think. You don't think. I understand you want your house to look good, some of y'all. You just don't think, though. You don't think. All right? I wouldn't want to get back in that debt right there. I just wouldn't want to do it. We're right along. Oh, Lord.
Let's keep it real. I mean, if you miss one of them tax bills, the government gonna come and let you know who really owns the property. And while your home might appreciate, your maintenance costs over time and your commitment also appreciates too.
Let me tell y'all something, seniors, if you did not know this, if you did not know. Okay. Some states, when you turn, 65, 62, I don't know, whatever the age is, when you become a senior, you don't have to pay property tax. You don't. A lot of people don't like to buy houses because of that property tax. You think you buy a house, you got that loan, it says that you pay 2% and you got the same mortgage every month. Let's say you pay $2,000 every month. I'm in the clear. Because when you live in an apartment, what happens? What happens when you live in an apartment? The rent goes up every year. Every year. And they lose some people. Why do they do that? Why do they do that? Why do they take the rent up so high and they lose people like that? You don't want the people to stay in the house? Well, I don't know. Maybe they property tax going up too. So they got to put it off on somebody. And who you think they're going to put it off on? The tenants. Okay. Same thing with the property tax, all right? You buy a house, think you're going to pay $2,000 a month? When that property tax goes up, your whole entire mortgage goes up. When that insurance goes up on your house, your whole entire mortgage is going up. You paid $2,000, now you're paying $500. Now you're paying $300, and you sweating bullets. You mad, you pissed off. Why? Because you didn't do your homework, that's why. Because you didn't get a better job. That's why. That's why you're suffering. Because you didn't try to do a side hustle. That's why. Things going to go up, y'all. They're going to go up. As long as you keep on living, things are going to go up and up and up. I ain't never seen them go down, down, down to the ground. Have you? You ever seen it? I think maybe one time in my life, one time when we had that bad thing with the housing. People's houses were not appraised as the same. That was back in the, what? Was it in the 90s? I think it was. Or the early 2000s, okay? Houses went down. But I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I really don't think it is, okay? Maybe in some states, some areas, maybe. But not right now, it ain't. Things going to get worse, I think. Even though Trump is up in there, things going to get worse.
New roof, new AC unit, more bills. So the real question isn't should I rent or buy? It's kind of like, what kind of freedom do you want? Because sometimes freedom isn't in a deed, it's in the flexibility. So there's like, stop chasing somebody else's version of success and figure out what freedom means to you. Because that's all that really matters. Make you happy. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Chill.
He said, make you happy. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about that. Okay? Make yourself happy. If you make yourself happy, going into debt, if you're happy with that and you haven't planned, then don't complain. Never, ever. Don't complain now. Now, I know things happen. Some people lose their jobs. Things happen in life. But like I said, you got to prepare for the things that just may be. I'm serious when I tell y'all that. I'm serious. Okay? Don't be getting mad down there in that comment section. I know I'm not lying. I am not lying. But a lot of people are in denial. That's what I don't understand. You're in denial. Yeah, you want a house, but you got to be able to afford a house. But Sandfay girl, I don't like renting. I don't like renting. I'm tired of renting. I'm tired. I want to do something with your life so you won't be crying. That's all I'm saying. Moving right along. Here's the pros and the cons, y'all. The pros and the cons.
In about a month, I'm moving from the home that I own in Washington, D.C., and I'm moving back into an apartment. And I feel like in this economy, this home...
She love her hair. Can't you tell she love her hair? And the girl that's looking, she almost look like she could be her sister. She just got glasses on. But she love her hair, though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to love what God gave you.
Like, purchasing economy... Like, it probably is confusing for a lot of people on why somebody that is a homeowner would leave the home that they own to go rent an apartment, especially with rent prices being crazy. But honestly, it's the best decision for me and my daughter, and I'm going to go through the reasons. But honestly, I feel like the list is endless.
I say do what's best for you and your daughter. Sometimes people know what's best. They make mistakes, they buy the home, and they figure it out later on, maybe a year later, 2, 3, 4, 5, who knows? I really can't afford this. I did a mistake. So should you stay in that mistake? For how long should you stay within that mistake that you made? Yes, people going to talk about you. Look at her. She bought a house and now that heifer done lost a house and now she living in a damn apartment. Look at that heifer right there. Who cares what people say? See, that's the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all care more about what people think of you than what you think of yourself. You know how you are. I don't care what people say about me. I don't. Y'all need to stop it. Why y'all let people steal your glory? Steal your pride? Steal who you are? Make you feel bad? Why y'all let them do that to y'all? Keep on doing it. You're going to be sick. You're going to be sick. I'm just telling you, you're going to be really sick. We're right along here.
Okay, number one, I am a single woman, a single mother, and I feel like living in a house, you have a little less security.
Watch people say you should have waited on a husband. Why? Why? Why should she have waited on a husband to buy a house? Why? Put it on down in the comment section. Husband ain't always promised to you, okay? If you got one kid, husband ain't always promised. Y'all know how these guys are today. They don't make guys like they used to. Well, Sandfay girl, they don't make women like they used to either. I'm talking about the guys today, damn it. I'm talking about the guys. They don't make them like they used to, okay? You know what guys do, especially these days? They're not gentlemen anymore. They want you to pay half. Pay half, damn it. Half. You want to be with me, you got to pay half. I can't even take care of the necessities. The man can't even take care of the necessities, but you marry him anyway because you love him. You love him. You have a baby. You got to go right back to work after 6 weeks. You can't even enjoy your baby. You can't even enjoy the baby because both parents got to work. You got to throw your baby in daycare with people you don't even know. Oh, Lord, I'm telling you, it's something else. But some people sign up for that. I ain't mad at it. If that's what you want. Only thing I want you to do is not complain about it. Don't complain because you chose that life. You chose that man. You chose that lifestyle. That's all I'm saying about that. All right. Moving right along. Moving right along.
Than you do when you live in a large apartment building.
Oh, she did say something about security. She felt living in a house, she didn't have security. Even though she had cameras and stuff like that, she didn't have security. She felt like she wasn't secured enough. Y'all know what people do, single women? They go and bust down the door in the wee hours of the night, you know. So it is kind of scary. That's what kind of made me scared too and think about it twice. It ain't like I can't afford a house. I can afford the house. I can afford it. But I'm thinking about me living alone as a senior, older lady. Not even if I was a senior. Even when I was younger, living in an apartment with my 2 little girls. I didn't have my son then, okay? I didn't have my son until I moved to Georgia, married the last guy, okay? But I'm just saying, y'all, it's scary when you're by yourself. You sleep with knives, you sleep with guns, you sleep with weapons in your bed. At least I did, you know. I wish a person would. I wish a nigga would had come in my apartment. I wish they would have. They may have beat my butt, but they would have known I was there. I was going to leave some type of evidence for the popo. Move right along.
Thing that has like secured entry, a doorman, maybe even like a security personnel on staff, cameras everywhere. And I feel very vulnerable in my home at times. And look, I have a security system. Shout out ADT. Not sponsored, but go ahead and do it if you'd like. I have Ring cameras, but I just feel like it's not the same as having the extra level of security that you have living in a large building.
Right.
So for instance, I do go on dates and I date people, and I feel like you can Google someone and figure out their address pretty quickly, especially when you're a homeowner. There's just like databases where that information is publicly available.
She's right about that. She's right. Especially, you know, with the content creators, some people, you know, they find out where they live because maybe they talk too much. Or Google their name and find out where they live. Go to their house and do the unthinkable. Some people do that. They don't care. You have cameras all around your house. They don't give a damn. They think it's too dark. They cannot be seen. But usually, they always leave some type of evidence, and they don't know that. They don't know it. Okay? But sometimes people break into people's houses, and they die. You can't break into everybody's house. I'm just letting you know. You can't break into everybody's house because they are prepared. They are prepared. I'm just letting you know that.
So if someone got really weird after a date, like, what are you going to do? Is somebody be waiting for me outside my house? Well, I don't know. And I've had really weird situations where I felt uncomfortable. And I drive up to my house and be like, okay, I hope that guy's not here. He's being really weird in text today. He's sounding weird. Hope he's not outside, because if he is, like, what am I going to do? So that's one. And these are kind of the things that you think about when you're...
Let me tell you, women, y'all should carry a gun with you whenever you go outside. Buy you a gun, get a license, whatever you got to do in your state. Keep a gun with you. You get out the car, have one hand in the purse. Okay? Have one hand in the purse, even in the daylight. I'm just telling you, because we got some crazy people, they kidnap you in the daylight. You better ask somebody at Walmart. Okay? A lot of women have been taken out of Walmart. Parking lot. I'm just saying. Let me know if you carry a gun. You better.
A single woman that I feel like other people don't have to think about, but that is something I think about, and I think about it enough that I'm just over it. On, like, to that point, we're going to stay on that point for now, and maybe this will be, like, a few videos, but, like, even when someone delivers something to your house, people are weird, and once they know who lives there, like, there's nothing you can do about it. You're just there, you're just on your own, and...
Let me tell you something. People come to your door knocking. You know you didn't order anything. Why the hell are you opening the door? Look through your curtains, look through your peephole, look through something. You don't know that person, don't answer the door. And sometimes you can know the person and open the door and they still do something to you. I understand that too. I understand. But let me tell you something, y'all. If you know you done made somebody mad, don't open that door. And if you do open the door, and you open and try to crack it, they can push it open. That's why you need one of them little door stoppers, you know, at the bottom of the door. So if they try to push in, they can't get in. They can't get in, y'all. Okay? Be smart. That's a way to protect yourself. Get you a door stopper. You need that. You need it on the back door, the front door, because, you know, they can break the window out and whatever, you know. Give yourself a chance to get your gun. But like I said, though, sleep with your weapon in your bed. Even if you have children, I understand. You're afraid, but you got to have good memory to remember that you got that gun in your bed with you. Okay, you got to remember that, all right? If you're old, I don't know about that. Hopefully you ain't got nobody living with you.
Someone has your address. So I don't like the safety aspect of it, and maybe it's just where I live, but I'm not feeling that. The second thing is, like... My house was built in 1942.
Oh.
I mean, you can see I tried to do a little something in here, just a little something. But at the end of the day, unless you like a home that's a little bit older, if you like that aesthetic, look, if you like that aesthetic, you'll be happy. I thought that I could buy this house at a lower price and slowly update it to my liking, and I haven't been able to. It's way more time intensive.
And more expensive. That's what you need to say. It's too expensive to do. Because things have gone up. Like I said, she can't afford to do that. She can't afford to do it. And God knows what else is happening to a house 1942. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have a house built back in 1942. The structure is probably awesome, amazing. Not like these houses they building today, all right? But there's still things within that old house that needs to be fixed, like plumbing, electrical, you know. Probably need new air conditioning, new roof, you know, if they didn't change the roof every 10 years or whatever, you know. But stuff is expensive. All right, y'all, let me play. I'm sorry, not her again. Let me play the last video right here, okay? This guy said it doesn't matter whether you own or rent. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
So everyone has the big argument about what's better, buying or renting. And everyone loves to say, when you rent, you throw money away. And then damn near hit everybody now making videos talking about they bought their home and now the mortgage went up $500, $600 more. The maintenance is not worth it. Let me just put an end to all this. It doesn't matter what you do. Guys, living somewhere is a lifestyle choice. Mm-hmm. If you want to rent, you want the flexibility, there's nothing wrong with it. Everything in life is not all about thinking about the finances and assets and whatnot. It's really not. It's all about being able to enjoy the things in life that you want to enjoy and choosing whichever option you choose. If that gives you happiness, then you're good. Just because you rent doesn't mean you're stupid, doesn't mean you're dumb. Just because you get a house doesn't mean you're stupid, doesn't mean you're super rich, doesn't mean anything. It just means you choose to live in a home that you know you are responsible for everything. You want to remodel, you have anything you want to, you know, anything in repairs, you are responsible for it. If you have the money for it, then perfectly fine. That's a lifestyle you're able to have.
Right.
Not everybody's able to have that lifestyle.
Right.
Not everybody has money to pay for when the AC goes out or to have all this money to pay for repairs. Some people pay for rent, even though when you're renting, you're paying a little bit extra for things like that may happen. but you have the flexibility to leave and do all the things in life that you want. That's just the way it goes.
Only thing with renting that I hate about y'all is that, like I said, they keep going up on the rent. So that means you're probably going to be moving every 3 to 4 to 5 years. Because you've gotten to the point now where you cannot afford the rent anymore. So you're going to be moving. So now you got to pack up all your stuff all over again, move somewhere else. And for people who never ever bought a home, moving every 3 to 5 years, that's kind of rough right there. That's the only thing I don't like about renting. I just don't like because they go up on the rent so high. Sometimes you can rent a house too. They go up on the rent too with the houses. They do. It ain't just the apartments. But like I said, though, I like living in the apartments. I really do. You just don't have no privacy. Okay? Especially in apartments, like mine, a senior apartment. They want to come in, they want to do inspection. And I can understand that. I'm not mad at that. I can't get mad at that because I chose to live here. And thank God the people that's running this building so sweet. The manager's really sweet, really nice. I like her. Maintenance guy, he's nice too, but he's got a lot on his hands. Got to fix all these apartments. Anything that breaks down. One maintenance person. Okay, they got somebody that clean the hallways and stuff like that. But I'm just telling you, y'all. Apartment living can be good. It really can. A lot of people don't like inspections because they don't want nobody coming in seeing what they're doing. Well, I'm not doing nothing in here that I'm not supposed to be doing. I may be making a couple of craft things, to sell online and stuff like that and making videos, but that's about it. That's nothing major. I'm not in here selling no weed or nothing, selling drugs. I'm not doing that. I'm not in here, having a bunch of men coming in here for money. I'm not doing nothing like that like some of y'all be doing. I'm not doing that, okay? All right? I'm not letting folks live with me that ain't supposed to be here. I'm not doing that, They got to be on a lease. They got to be on a lease. That's what some of y'all be doing. Good and damn well people come stay with you, especially if they're going to be with you for a minute. You got to put them on a lease, okay? A lot of people be hiding folks. I understand you be hiding people sometimes. I understand sometimes it's rough. But when you going to kick them out, though? When you going to kick them out? You going to get in trouble, make them, they going to make you lose your place? They already ain't got nowhere to stay. Where you going? You can't go stay with them. Hell, they living with you. Y'all let people put y'all in situations. I don't do that. All right. Go down in the comment section. Tell me what you think about all these videos. Do you own a home? Are you tired of owning a home? Are you elderly and you're tired of your house and you want to move somewhere in a senior building like me? I live in a building. Or you're not used to living in apartments and you don't know if you want to live in an apartment. Well, do you want to go live with your relative? No more privacy. Privacy is gone. All right? A lot of older people don't want to live with nobody. I can understand that. I don't want to live with my kids until I just really can't help myself no more. And I really don't want to live in a nursing home. But if they have to put me in there because, they working and they need somebody to watch me, put me in a nice one. Come see me. Just don't leave me there. Don't leave me there and forget about me. That's what a lot of y'all do to your parents. You put them there and you forget about them. Can you at least come see me once a week, twice a week, or something like that? Bring me my favorite snacks. Can you do that? Come take me out to eat. They'll let you take the person out to go eat. If they can walk, if they're able to go out, they'll let you do that. I don't know how in the hell I got on that subject. All right, y'all. Go down there and tell me what y'all think. Are you buying or are you owning? Have you changed your mind? Are you selling your house? Are you renting? Put it on down there and let us know. With all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.